Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, we got a pretty special treat for you guys. We're going to be taking a look at the Forgotten Halo Reach demo. And we're also going to see if it still works in the year 2019, which is the year this video is uploaded. So, without further ado, a lot of you probably don't remember or probably weren't even aware in the first place that Halo Reach actually had a demo on the Xbox 360. The demo, it is its own separate game. It's not like the full game, but with some features disabled. It's like a totally separate game that you download, and if you were to buy the game, you'll get a separate download for that as well. But anyways, the demo was released sometime shortly after the full game came out in 2010. I believe the demo came out sometime in May 2011, I think, which was still before most, if not all, of the Halo Reach patches and stuff like that. But yeah, so here it is, the Halo Reach demo. I remember playing it back in the day, and it had a fair amount of people playing it at first. But I can tell you, it's pretty much it is dead today. Nobody is on it, and everybody I've mentioned it to, almost everybody I've mentioned it to, didn't even know it existed. Even people from who were around for the launch of Halo Reach and remember it very well, don't even remember the demo existing. But it exists. So let's take a look at the demo, do a little quick analysis of it, and just see what it's like, and see if it even still works in 2019. Because for example, with Halo 2 on PC, which a lot of people don't know that existed either, but Halo 2 PC, also known as Halo 2 Vista, the servers for that were shut down, so the multiplayer doesn't work without the fan-made Project Cartographer. But let's see if Halo Reach demo had the same fate or not. So you just saw the main menu. A lot of features are disabled, like custom games, horde, and theater. But there was campaign and matchmaking enabled. And in matchmaking, you have two options. Regular matchmaking games and Firefight. So for matchmaking, it says 2v2 and 4v4s, or 4 players or 8 players. But I found that that's actually not the case. The description is wrong, I believe. But anyways, I said earlier that multiplayer is dead, nobody's on the game anymore. I was able to get enough friends to download the demo, and together we actually managed to populate the demo enough that when we searched for matchmaking, we could get a game. Now, I didn't have enough people to get a full 8-player game going, but the game did allow us to have 4 to 5 people in a game. Now, even though the description said teams of 4 players or 8 players, so 2v2 or 4v4, it actually didn't it didn't imply, like I said, the description was wrong. What actually happened was, once we got matched, and it did take a while to get matched, I actually cut out most of the searching time for this, but once we got matched, it actually became a free-for-all game. And there are 3 game types available in matchmaking for the Halo Reach demo. You have Slayer DMRs, you have Headhunter, and you have King of the Hill, or Crazy King, actually. And all of them are on the same map, which is Powerhouse, the only multiplayer map available on the demo. So we're just going to quickly look at a little bit of gameplay from the demo. This is Slayer DMRs, and interestingly, some people reported that their settings from the full game, such as their button layouts, I'm on Bumper Jumper, for example, or their sensitivity settings, carried over from the full game into the demo. But I actually did not really test that out. I have played a demo before a long time ago, and my controls are on Bumper Jumper, so I assume that's why it stayed that way. And I don't know if the other people, they played it before in the past and just don't remember or whatever. But I don't think your settings should carry over from the full game. It doesn't seem like the case. But anyways, moving on from Slayer DMRs, next is Crazy King. Also, some of you may be wondering, yes, this is pre-TU Halo Reach, pre-title update. So you may notice some weapons like the reticle bloom and stuff like that are a lot different from what you may be used to now after the TU updates. Or you may notice some glitches that maybe you might remember from the launch of Halo Reach that don't exist anymore. Basically, this is it's not quite like the Halo Reach beta, but I'd say there are some weird features here and there that don't exist in the full game, but weren't in the beta either. So it's almost like it's a game that's like between the beta and the full game. But I'm not exactly sure like what build or what version of Halo Reach the demo actually is. But it is pretty close to the full game. It feels a lot like the full game, aside from the minus the TU settings, and it has a lot of the same game types as well that made it to the final game. But we just finished Crazy King there, and now we're on Headhunter. It should all look pretty familiar to you if you played Halo Reach a lot. Now, of course, we can't customize our armors, so everyone's just a default Spartan. But that's to be expected, and there's no ranking up either in the demo. Everyone stays the same rank. So you saw that we were all the same rank at the beginning, just recruits, default armor color, default armors. I had played it before, but that's just the case. Now, if you do finish the game, it will say you gain XP at the end, but it doesn't actually apply. And another glitch you might have noticed here, I haven't like quite verified it, but the when you're like searching, the anti-dot that's like flashing up and down, on and off and stuff like that, it actually covers some of the, like it overlays some of the text. I'm pretty sure in the full game, in the final game that we got at launch, it actually was like the opposite, where the text should actually correctly overlay the anti-dot searching, loading thing. But I'm guessing that's like one of the pieces of evidence that makes me think that this version of the demo is actually before the launch of the full game of Halo Reach. Maybe it's like some post-beta build that they decide to release as the demo, or maybe it is the actual beta, or at least some of it is. I don't know for sure, but that's what I suspect. But I have no way to actually verify it. All I know is that it's non-TU Halo Reach with no title updates. But yeah, so I got a little ahead of myself there. But we are on Halo. We are on Firefight now, and as you can see, Firefight has two game types to it. One is regular Firefight, and the other is generator defense. And both of them are also on the exact same map. There is no additional map to this. These were also the same Firefight game modes included in the beta, if I remember correctly. That was a very long time ago, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I know the beta definitely had generator defense. I don't know what else. I don't know if it had anything else. I don't remember, but it was also on the same map as well. But yeah, so those are the two game types, and matchmaking also works for Firefight as well. Now, the last playable feature of the demo that we're going to test out is Campaign. Campaign only has one mission, Long Night of Solace, and it does support co-op as well, or you can play it solo. It is the only game mode that you can play solo. There's no custom games or forged, so you can't play this, nor can you play those split screen either. So it's not like you can sign in like three guest controllers and then search matchmaking, get to a game of like 2v2 or 4-player free for all. So you're out of luck there. You can't even search the guest controller actually in matchmaking. We tried using guest controllers to populate it even further to get like a 8-player game, but it didn't work. So we had to get enough people to search. But I'm pretty sure you could use a guest controller in Campaign if you wanted to. But other than that, Campaign's the only thing you can really do offline, or without other people on matchmaking. But yeah, so Long Night of Solace, it works just like the full game. This was the mission shown in the E3 demo of Halo Reach, and it was also featured in this demo as well. I don't know if this is the same as the E3 demo. Like I said, I don't know exactly what build or what version of Halo Reach this is, where it fits on the Halo Reach release timeline, whether it's before or after the full game. But according to Halopedia, it has like a brief article about the Halo Reach demo, and it does mention a couple differences. For example, and you won't be able to see it in this video because we're playing on easy difficulty, the correct way to play Halo. But one of the differences in Campaign is that if you're playing on Legendary, when the Bob elites spawn in, which is like a little Halo Reach Easter egg thing, it gets out like the drop pods in normal Halo Reach, and it attacks you and everything. But on the demo, apparently when the Bob gets out of the drop pod, it just vanishes instantly. So that's like one of the differences there between the demo version of campaign and the final version of campaign. I don't know if there's any other differences or not, but that's just the only thing that's like listed, I believe. But from what I can tell, and from the feel of the game and everything, it's pretty identical to the final game. If there are any differences, they are very minuscule and not noticeable to me. If you did notice any differences while watching this video compared to the full game, if you're very perceptive of the differences, then feel free to let me know in the comments. Definitely very curious as well. We did spend a little bit of time just keeping an eye out for any differences, but we didn't really notice anything. I mean, of course, the biggest difference is that while this demo does feature the Long Night of Solace campaign, it is actually not the entire mission. It is only half the mission, Long Night of Solace. After this whole space battle part, you get this cutscene here where George gets out and switches to another vehicle, or actually to the Savannah, I believe. And after this, you're supposed to all fly in your sabers and go attack the Covenant Corvette. Well, as soon as this cutscene ends, before it loads in the next part of the mission where you're all flying towards the Corvette, the mission ends. That's it. You don't get to see any more. And I guess it makes sense. The demo's only meant to give you a taste of it. It could give you a full mission, but it is a very long mission to begin with. And second of all, it's a demo for people to get like a taste of Halo Reach, a little preview. And this mission has a big spoiler at the end for people who haven't played Halo Reach yet at the time, because George dies at the very end. So obviously, if they're going to use this mission as like a kind of a demo or preview, they don't want to spoil George's death already, right off the bat. But yeah, so as you can see there, that's the exact moment that the mission ends. It just suddenly cuts off. I guess it ends the game or something like that. But yeah, just really nothing else about after that. So that's basically everything that's playable in the demo. It's actually a pretty feature-packed demo, to be honest. I played a lot of 360 demos back in the day. Not many were multiplayer demos with servers available, and even fewer had like everything, like so much features packed in. So I would say the Halo Reach demo was actually a really good preview to the game, and it actually does give you a lot. And if you only played the Halo Reach demo, you could actually have quite a bit of fun with it. It's actually quite enjoyable if it's populated. When it's unpopulated, you'll only be playing the campaign by yourself, and only half of the Long Night of Solace mission, which it's a pretty good mission. It's fun, and it's got a cool space battle part to it, which was a pretty hyped up feature of Reach at the time. But yeah, so other than that, that's pretty much the rest of the main menu. Just showing you guys what happens if you click the rest of the buttons on it. There is one little interesting glitch, I guess you could say. It's not really a glitch, but as I told you, there's no armor customization on the demo. You're pretty much stuck with the default armor. However, if you did want a slight change to your armor, if you wanted like a slight improvement to the base everything, there is one little glitch that Jabob's actually found, and all you gotta do is just sign out of Xbox Live while you're on the main menu. And when you sign out, your Spartan becomes like a randomized color and randomized name and emblem as well. And if you sign back in with a temporary profile, you can keep that random Spartan, which I assume in campaign would also show up in the cutscenes as well. So if you wanted to have a little bit of variety, you could. It doesn't matter with your profile, because your stats aren't saved and you don't get achievements, so you might as well. Now, if you do sign back into Xbox Live, then it does put you back to the regular default black Spartan, and you can't change that anymore beyond that point. But anyways, yeah, it's just the only glitch we're aware of in the demo. But to answer the question at the beginning of the video, yes, the Halo Reach demo actually does still work in 2019. I was very surprised that 343 or Microsoft actually kept the servers up for Halo Reach, because they shut down the servers for Halo 2 Vista or Halo 2 PC. But they kept the servers up for Halo Reach, even though they've surely been depopulated completely. It's like a wasteland for like who knows how many years, probably almost like a decade by now. Actually, if you guys are interested, I've been thinking about like doing like a live stream to try to repopulate the Halo Reach demo and get like game nights going. So if enough people still have an Xbox 360 and actually download the Halo Reach demo and would like to participate in that game night, then yeah, I could definitely give it a shot, and we could have a lot of fun on the demo for like one night. But only if enough people actually have a 360 and have downloaded the Halo Reach demo, which is still available in the store, by the way. But yeah, so other than that, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like. Leave thoughts in the comments. If there's anything else I'm going to check out or look into, just let me know, and I'll do my best to look into it and get a chance. And other than that, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.